First practice. Arcade practice. Arcade practice. Training. Training room.
I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But like
Another mission awaits.
I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man.
All right, let's get it.
That I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm
Sure
fighting
thing.
for pride, I'm fighting
Let's
for
dance.
life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine.
First online. Training match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
All right. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Blocks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Slips the grab. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. And the throw ends the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Impaler incoming. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Uses the fireball to burnout activates. Player one is dominating, looking to impress with this super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Got their eye on the air. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart driving. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Was looking for that jump attack. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. What'll happen here? Player 2 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Tracer hit, we're gonna see it rain. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Fighting round. Online. Custom room. comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
All right, you ready?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Alright, what's coming up next? Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Got their eye on the air. Good job blocking the jumping. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Grabs them, knockdown. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Time to experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Zones with the fire, reads the jump in perfectly. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Ooh, what a smart throw! Going in, draw critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the critical. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. What now? Player two has to hit the drive. Both of them back off. They may be prepared. There's a burnout. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Combo with the target combo. No good up high. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Easily escapes. Brushes off the throw. Blocks the jump in. They trade hits. And now, goes to the overdrive. Nails the anti-air. Taking stock. Boxing which brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player two has completely used all of experiencing burnout. They're both out of drive gauge. Just goes for it and gets in there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Scrapping it out up close. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Big throws. Knockdown and, ooh, what a smart throw. Life lead is there, but still encloses it with a classic corner throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Player two with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Still, burnout activates. Player one has an empty drive gate. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta do better than that. Drops them from the air. Drive impact misses. Okay, here we go. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Good. Player 2, punish counter on the action. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? From all the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Impact squash. Can this drive bring it back? You're using a fireball to force a reaction. Who will set the bait at this range? Keeps him out. Oh, they didn't tempt the throw? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Set it up with the jump in. Doesn't miss a beat. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Let's offer projectile to waste time. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. This may be it. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in, hits them with a stop and bop. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Zones with the perfect execution with the anti-air. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A quick breather. Throws them. Player 2 can't find the target. Back to turning it right up with the super. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Awesome. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Can't tech the throw? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something. Did this super art connect? The super art finds its mark. This is a tough spot. Throws out a projectile. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Gotta be kept on super art. Broken blast. Super clutch corner switch. Jump. Hits him with a stop and bop. Jumps and drops him hard. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Dragon Lash. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Shoots off a fireball up close. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Anticipates the overhead. Player one chases them down. Knockdown. Opts for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Taking stock. Oh! Beautiful setup with that attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford and adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one creates a good opt for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Sandblast! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player two has the meter lead. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. You've got to be mindful experiencing burnout. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Both life and super hard gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? What? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. Connects with the throw. Oh my god, what a movement! Their drive gauges are looking. Turns out. Here comes Wrecks them. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Raw super hard incoming. Both sides getting ready. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Oh, yo! Raw super here! Oh, man, this is a scary range. Shakes things up with a fireball. Jumps! This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Big gauge lead here. Player two is in a very good, excellent block. What are they gonna do? And whiffs! They're wide open! Turns out! Oh, what do you mean? Are you kidding me? Player two has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Round one.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that comeback! Uses the target combo as a filler. Big throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player one chases them down. Neither of them willing to back off here. Grabs them. Was well in range to score the throw. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. What'll happen here? Player one is dominating his match. Barely blocks the jump in. There's a wall slide. They can't do anything now. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Throw connects for counter hit damage. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Sticks the combo. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit will end the round. All right, what's coming up next? They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. The jump in is denied. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is the perfect range to reach. Burnout activates. The pressure is so intense here. Shoots off a fireball up close. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Grabs him, flips the grab. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Player 1 has an empty drive kick, looking to impress with this super. A quick breather hits him with a stop and bomb. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throws a fireball. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. In there! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Player 2 couldn't even get a tickle in. Might be time for a change. Drops him hard. Player 2 needs to use the drive impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Hits them with a stop and block. Looking to follow up after that target combo. What's next? Target combo into connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. They're in range. We're gonna see an anti-air in the clutch. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. What now? A bit of OD spice there. Hoses him. Crowns him from above. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that pace. It is over. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Opens with a fireball. All the throw connects. Took him to the corner in a flash. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Difficult situation for a throw. Knockdown. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 chases them down. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, they can't. It sneaks in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't use any drive. Hits him with a stopping block. Player 1 will pick a good spot to use a super. Air money don't make no money. Spins it all for a Shinryu Rippa. Good presence of mind to connect with the throw. Player 1 has depleted their truck. Burns out. Will they go all in without drive? More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Nails the arena. And this is going to do big damage and create some space. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this final round? Close range projectile. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Good distance for a shot. Overhead, but it won't work. But this is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Burnout. Connects with the throw. Oh, huge, anticipated that throw. Checks with a sandblast. Crowns him from above. Impact squash. Like raw super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Nothing stops this train. Pop more fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Flatline zone. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
I'm ready.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. They need to hold out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Slips the grab. So they break forward to pressure the opponent, feeling out the spacing. Both players with no drive in the tank. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Misses the drive impact. Strings it all, experiencing burnout. Broken blast. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing. Burnout activates. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 has the life advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super arm. Goes untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Combo with the target combo. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Player 2 with the life lead. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Box him with a target combo. Takes the chance to hurt him. Just out of range for that throw. Will that drive impact get punished? Knockdown. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Players hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Ups the damage on that. Looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checking their opponent. The command grab doesn't make it. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. All right. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The throw misses. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Did well to digs in deep to get that drive. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. Tomahawk Buster. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Throws them. What's next? Super clutch corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Quick breather. Shows them he finds the target. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Click the overhead denied. We have closes it out. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Combo with the target combo. Grabs him. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Down to the wire. Decides to go in with the target combo. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have end to throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ghost will jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, Tomahawk Buster! The grab misses. Throws them to negate the block. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Their life uses the gauge for a super art. Going in, very solid Tomahawk Buster. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Smashes out the cage right there. Smashes them. She don't even care how big the opponent is. Player 2 has depleted their drive wave, but they are still with it. Oh, yo, raw super hit and whip a fireball at that range. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes for the jump in. Solid combo. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to do tons of damage. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Taking stock. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Who's it gonna be? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Anything could happen here. Checks with a projectile. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Nails the anti-air. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Condor does! Hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo with a filler. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. It's a good spot to use the super. The Pale Rider hits. Now they've got him trapped. How's he gonna get out? Good. Gets the combo. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. All right, what's coming up next? Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Who's going to start things off? Sandblast. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Too slow. The Pale Rider hits. Now they've got him trapped. How's he gonna get out? Good. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fighters planning something? Adds a bit of OD spice. Can this drive bring them back? Experiencing burnout. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. The last round. It's now or never. Yo, put that away. See that Shogeki to push forward? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player's not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Here comes New. The throw is coming. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Nothing stops this train. Perfect execution with the anti-air. A real test of nerve. Turns out. They attack one a finish. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that push-up. Solid anti-air. Extending that drive gauge. Goes for a risky overdrive. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Combo with the target combo. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player one can't use any more drive without burning out. Closing moments of the match. One hit, but it's a good KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Lands the forward throw. The corner hits them with a stopping block. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. This is a turning point. Big burnout activates. A quick breather. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. He adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Is that a good decision? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Blocks the jump in. Throws him to negate the block. Trips him up. Down to the wire. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They get with this super art connect. Knockdown. Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Life lead opens up. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits them with a stopping block. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, hold your breath. Player one can't let their drive lead them out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Oh! Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Are we gonna see a comeback? Player two creates an experience in there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Knockdown and breaks the block with a throw. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Drives it back, misses. What now? Well, a risky play, but it pays off. Impact squash. Are we gonna see a comeback? The drive impact doesn't work. Perfect flatline zone. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Combo with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. stays cool and counters. Neither of them willing to back off here. Oh, easy tech. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is maintained with a super art connect. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Life lead opens up, intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Box him with a target combo. The throw missed. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Anticipates the overhead. Starts with a jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Gets the jump in. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Takes a big gamble. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throw escape. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Anti-air drops him. Grabs and throws him away. What'll happen here? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? At least one of them is having it. It's a good spot to use the super. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 2 needs to use the... Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Uses some drive to spice up the Hashogeki. There's a burnout. Okay, here we go. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Uses the target combo as a filler. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. They're barely hanging in there. Gets him. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
They block the overhead, and they've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use the touch experiencing burnout. Going in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around. Oh, they were totally ready for the jump. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the Pism with a stop and bop. Going in, they were expecting that drive impact. Picks the air throw. Their space impact squash. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable life lead is a KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The top player is here.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Lightning kicks!
Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Sees it coming and blocks it out. All right, what's coming up next? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Hits them with a stop and bop. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Throws them. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Serenity Stream? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Zones with the sets up with the jump-in. Player 1, anti-air in the clutch. Crowns them from above. Their life is hanging. This unleashes some big damage. A real test of nerves here. Scoops them up airborne. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 chases them down, heading cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact.
Now you understand.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Launches with a Tenku kick? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Manages to block the jump-in attack. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Big experiencing burnout. Strong super hard incoming. Ooh, does him dirty. Now closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.